Before it gets dark, I figured I'd make a kennel update. As you can see, I got a pregnant mama right there. Another pregnant mama right there. This pen here I haven't added a door to yet. Each one of these got a door going outside to their own special run. This one here has babies already. Reba, say hello to the babies. Look, hey, the babies. We got babies. We'll go back in there. And these are nice, these dog houses, for anybody who thinks they're going to make money raising dogs. Each one of those are foam insulated, and they cost about $140 each. Well, 150 bucks each. Each one of those doors, another 100 bucks. Each one of these kennels, about 250 bucks. So that's just the inside kennel. There's 4 of them. So you're looking at nearly $1,000 bucks worth of kennel. Feeders, waterers, $300 exhaust fan. Over here will be the nursery. As you can see why, waterproof flooring there, which I don't recommend this type of flooring. The $1.98 a square foot stuff from Lowe's. It's worthless, but it's good enough for the dogs to poop on. So that, of course, over here will be eventually, this is where I'm going to put my I guess you call it maybe a workstation or something like that. Over here there'll be a shop sink, and there is a place for dog food storage and all like that. So let me go ahead and do a quick overview of the outside. Yeah, anybody thinks they're going to make money at dogs, you better be able to wait about 7 or 8 years. Because I've got on paper, on the spreadsheet, after all this junk is paid for, it's going to take at least 7 to 10 years to do this. Yeah, I know you can't. It's just like when you go to the grocery store. People think those chickens they're buying just that magically appear, but they don't. As you can see, each outside door has its own separate pen. Now these 2 on the ends, I call them the luxury suites because they're 15 by 10s, where these 2 smaller ones on the center are 5 by 10s. Now when there's no maternity going on, this door here will normally be open, and all the mongrels will have all this area all the way back to where that truck's parked, straight across, and I'm going to say it's going to be what some people would call maybe a 1/4 acre dog run for the ones that are sociable that can go out together. So this is, Reba, why ain't you out there with your babies? Get back in there. Get back in there with your babies. Get back in there. And I got to add a shed or overhang to this. I was going to do it all the way out, but I like the way this pea gravel limestone works. I thought about putting that plastic kennel flooring down, but this stuff here with the little rake, doggy scoop rake, it's easy to pick up the little Tootsie Rolls. Now, don't get me wrong, these are right now it's just put together with zip ties. If these were Rottweilers out here, this would never work. But those guys there haven't got enough weight to do anything, and a pen this size for a dog that size could actually handle 3-4 dogs per pen, and that pen right there could easily handle 5 to 6 dogs. And the one that I'm going to put out back will be a big one, probably 20 by, I don't know, 20 by 40, 20 by 30 foot one. That'll be where all the pups are hang out. That'll be the puppy hangout. And probably still need to make a big pen or separate. I may have to separate another pen off for the teenagers, the ones that I'm keeping, because the destructive years is that first year for bitches. Till they have that first set of puppies, they just wild women. They're like I don't know. I can't think of a good movie to just wild childs. So they're definitely gremlins. I'm glad this is her first set of puppies, so this will calm her down a lot. And one at 7. That's 7 of 9. That's 7 of 9. 7 of 9. What you doing, 7? Huh? Go say, let me out. Let me out. 7 of 9. It's 7. I don't know if Whoopi's going to come out. Whoopi! Whoopi, Whoopi! Where's Whoopi? Go in the pen here and see if Whoopi will come out. Because it would be nice if Whoopi came out. We can open the door here. Don't need to advertise it. Whoopi, come on. Come on, Whoopi. Come on. Come. Whoopi. Come, Whoopi. Whoopi, come. Come. Come, Whoopi. Come here. Come. Get out. There. This is her first few 30 minutes in this pen. So she just now getting used to that door. But she'll go back in and out and in and out. Isn't that right, Whoopi? It would be nice if you have some good babies and no problems. That would be nice. That's why she's a Whoopi dog. Are you a Whoopi? Whoopi. Whoopi dog. And 7 of 9, they're 2 sisters. So actually I got Kess. I'll have this pen done in time for Kess to have hers so she can go in and out. And they have water and food, 24/7 access, and they can be like a little den, and they all know each other. They're all in the same pack. But there we go. That's the bitch house. So we have the bitch house in operation, although it is not complete by a long shot. I still got to run internet out here. Got to put Ethernet and the cameras and permanently run a fuse box in there. I got a big enough wire to handle 100 amps, but I doubt this thing ever pulls any more than 10 amps because it's going to have gas heat for the winter. So I got an instant on gas water heater. So there's not going to be no current really pulled. Everything's LED lighting. Believe it or not, those fans right there only pull about 3.5 amps. And boy, I tell you what, I'm going to make an outside work area right here because that blows right here. And if you ever have to do anything, any type of sawhorsing and stuff or mechanic work, that's like a little windstorm right here in this area. Other latest additions, got a place to hang the chainsaw. There we go. Chainsaw hanger. I can honestly say that Coyote is it's the fanciest tractor I ever had. You know, because it's also the smallest tractor we've ever had, or I've ever run, since I was a 14-year-old kid. It was like my mom and dad had a Ford, but it was gas. It had a loader on it. And now that they've got these quick attach stuff here, I mean, this thing here is like a Swiss Army knife. It's like you buy the case and you put all the stuff on it. Grapples, bush hog, sprayers, fence stretcher. That fence stretcher, I'll probably use it once I get the fence up, then I'll sell it. So it's no big deal. But anybody that's going to buy any acreage and you think you're going to get away without one of these, yeah, only if you let it overgrow and look like that. That's what it looks like when somebody doesn't do anything with their land. That's just sitting out there. It's just forest land. Ain't nobody doing nothing with. And that's what it looks like if you don't have one of these. And this would go back to looking like that if I didn't have one of these. Yeah, so it's like, oh, and some of the most useful attachments for that tractor, besides the bucket, is used quite a bit, is the pallet forks. I have gone to palletizing everything. I'm going to get my even my trash that I carry to the dump, because these pallets fit exactly in the back of that pickup truck. I'm going to put like 3 trash cans together and strap them together and put them on a pallet. And of course I burn all the burnables, but all my tin trash, you know, stuff that don't burn, I you know, once every couple of months I'll just put them on, hook up to the pallet forks, load all that in the back of the truck, go to the dump, back up to the dumpster, chuck it all in, and when I get back I just pallet fork it right back off. Those, you wouldn't believe how useful these things are. These are the #1 attachments for anybody that's got any land. That's called a grapple fork. So yeah, I got a grapple fork. Of course we got the bush hog or brush cut, rotary cutter, seed spreader. Eventually I might sell the seed spreader. The sprayer will take over and once I get the grass sowed and everything for the horse, but I won't have to buy her any more feed. Once I get that done up, I'll turn her loose back in the back. So this year will be a full year of projects. I've got the tools now. Now all I got to do is get occasionally a third hand to come out. You know, it's kind of dangerous doing all this by your lonesome self when there ain't even any cell coverage out here. So I'm not really worried about dying. It's the process of getting there I worry about. Yep, and then we got to gutter that. I'm hoping to do that this year over where that burn barrel is, back behind the bitch pen there. It's where the solar panels are going to be. So the solar panels will also provide shade for the dogs in the summer. That whole area back there will give them plenty of shade for the young dogs to play up underneath the solar panels. So the solar will be kind of like a, I don't know what you'd call it, just a shady area for the dogs during the summer, or a place to run under when it's raining. This right here finally gets to all be moved. All that dog stuff there will be going in there. And the front yard here, this will turn into the stud house. The Studley dogs will be up here. So because this is on the what they call it, downwind side of the bitch house, so the girls don't drive the boys nuts. So you put 3 or 4 studs and let them run around in the front yard and in the house if they behave. Poor Cleo's neglected over there. I've been doing all this for the dogs and haven't been paying much attention to her. So I got to go over there and throw her out some feed. See y'all later.